Hey guys, welcome to Mrs. G's Sewing Space. I'm Emily. Thank you for joining us today. I am here on my normal weekend, Thursday, Friday vlog, whatever day I decide to do it on. And I don't have anything major going on, not personal projects or anything like this, and I have been working diligently on the kids' costumes. I have set aside all the sewing for the kids' costumes till the end of the month, because the sewing of the costumes is going to be super simple. The creating of the shields and a sword and a pair of dragon wings is what is actually going to take some time and to figure things out. So I'm just going to do this vlog real quick to show you exactly what I've been working on and how things are going, and there we go. So the first thing I started on was the dragon wings for my daughter. So I'm making them similar to the way butterfly wings are made to be attached to the back. So this, I'm gonna have to put you guys back here so you can see. So this is the frame of my dragon wing. So this is a clothes hanger. I ended up using six clothes hangers, I think. So this is going to be one wing. And if you can't see it, it's a frame. You can go on my Instagram and look. And so this is going to go in the middle of her back. I'm going to make straps. And so it's going to come up, over around her head, and then we're going to have the flare of the wing. So this has been, this is one, I think these are like 2.5 clothes hangers, metal clothes hangers. And all I did was stretch them out, and then I hot glued the joint right here, and then I wrapped it in this black bias tape so that the frame would be covered, because I didn't want any parts poking out. You know, I don't want to smush the frame or bend it, but I wanted to give it some stability here at this angle. I see I'll put it in front of my face. At this joint here. So that's what I've got so far. So my original idea, when you make the butterfly wings out of a clothes hanger, they're in a round circular shape. So you can take a pair of pantyhose, which is what I had planned originally, and just slide it over them. And because it's round, it'll just slip right over, and then you're good to go. Pantyhose isn't going to work for this. I'm not sure exactly what I was thinking about the pantyhose, but the pantyhose is not going to work for this. So I went out and I bought, it's called stretch mesh. And this is what it is. You can kind of see it. You can see the kind of honeycomb shapes. It's a mesh, but it stretches this way, and it stretches more this way. So I'm not positive how I'm going to put this on just yet, but this is what I'm going to put on for her. And I ended up getting this at Joann's. They're having a sale right now, I think. All the Halloween stuff's on sale, and I got it in the costume cosplay part. So that's going to be a part of her wings, and I got plenty of it to do a front and a back. So what I'll do is I'll lay it on the fabric, and I'll cut around it, and then I'll cut out a second piece. And I haven't decided if I'm going to hot glue it on or sew it on, or I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do it, because I want it to stretch enough so that, here, let's see. I want it to stretch enough so in between the bones, fingers, I don't actually know what you would call these, but in between here, I want the web to go kind of inside. You know, if you've seen dragon pictures or just pictures of wings, they just kind of dip a little bit on the inside. So it means the pull isn't right there. It'll relax a little bit right there. So I got to work on that. We'll see how that goes. And then while I was there, I found this. So she decided her colors are going to be red and black. So I haven't shown her this yet, but look at this. Oh, let's see if you can see it better. Red and black glittery shell-like fabric for her. Now this is also a stretch fabric. Hold on, I'm trying to find the end here. So it stretches. It stretches a little bit. I think this will be good for a pair of leggings for her. It's going to be super warm. But here, see this? Watch, it'll stretch. So as it stretches, it'll separate right there. Can you see the cracks right there? But when she puts it on, if I make it right, I'm going to make a pair of leggings. If I make the leggings right, it won't stretch that much and you won't be able to see it, but it'll stretch enough to go around her body. And so I think this is going to be pretty awesome. And if I have any left over, and I should, I might put it on the wings or I might do something else. So my plan for her is to have this in a pair of leggings and a black t-shirt with maybe some painted on scales, or maybe if I have any left over, some patches of this. And then I wanted to do her wings, and I think for her hair, what I'm going to do is do a headband with maybe horns on them, just a headband with horns, and then I'm going to paint her face. So like right here from her nose up around her eyes, so just on her forehead. She doesn't like masks, and she's not overly fond of face paint either, but I think if she stays still long enough, I can do it right here on her forehead and do some black and red scales there on her forehead, and then that'll be her costume. Hopefully that'll work out. So in other news, in other costumes that I have, here, let me put this aside. So I am also working on the shields for my kids. And this is where it's getting interesting for me. This is first time I've worked with EVA foam. And if you don't know what EVA foam is, it's a thick condensed foam. And let me show you. Right here, we'll do this one. So you can see it in the back. So like I said in one of my prior vlogs, it's a floor mat, right? So here, I cut this one out in a circle. Okay, so I've cut this one out in a circle, and I got this one at Home Depot. And the problem that I found with the one in Home Depot, one, it is super expensive. It's like $20, $15 to $20 for 4 mats. And the Home Depot ones have, you see that extra little foamy stuff, the black part right there? It has that. And the back side is just a texture right there, but the front is that it's also textured, but it's a different kind of foam. And I'm not sure how this is going to work. And then I was watching some more videos and reading up on it, and I found that Harbor Freight also sells floor mats. Now, don't get me wrong, this stuff is really good. This is the sturdy stuff, you know, so it's really good. It's sturdy. But Harbor Freight also has foam floor mats. So I think I'm going to end up using a combination of the Harbor Freight ones and the Home Depot ones, and use the Home Depot as a base, and then, oh, I gotta get this open. And then use the Harbor Freight ones, which are thinner, as stuff to build up the shields with, like for the ornaments and the decoration and straps for the inside and stuff like that. So this is the Home Depot one. It's thinner. It doesn't have the black fuzzy stuff on one side, but it's definitely thinner, and you can tell it bends easier. But for 4 squares, it was $10, and so I think it's a good combination. Because what I was going to do, so I'm going to throw all that on the floor there, and I'll get to that in a minute. Because what I was going to do was going to use this stuff. This is also the same thing as those other things. It's an EVA foam, but this is the craft foam that you would buy at Joann's and Michael's, the little foamy toys, or if you have kids and during Christmas, when you have your Christmas parties and at school, they come home with the little foamy ornaments that you just stick them together with glue. This is that stuff, and this is 2mm thick foam, and it's about 2 yards wide, 60 inches, so less than 2 yards. But I was going to layer them because I got 3 of these, and I was going to layer 2, 4, 6, 3 layers together to get 6mm, which is the thickest, to give it strength. But now I don't think I have to do that. But I don't think I'm going to turn it in. I don't know. I haven't decided. I might end up returning some of it because I don't think I need it for getting the ones at Harbor Depot. But I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm going to throw this out up here. And so, to show you my daughter's shield, she just has a circle. I haven't done anything with hers yet, but I'm working on my son's shield. And so this is just a test one, because when I first did this one, I didn't measure it right. And so one side ended up being really nice, but the other side, I got my measurements wrong somehow. I'm not quite positive how I did that. Well, I am positive how I did it. I just wasn't paying attention. And so this one isn't going to be the real deal, but I was practicing. So can you guys see that? Here, I should hold it farther away. So this is going to be his shield, and I went outside and played with my husband's heat gun to bow the shield so that, let's see if you guys can see it. So to bow the shield, because shields are not, well, not all shields are flat. So his shield is going to be bowed, but I need to double check and make sure that his shield is actually bowed. But I was practicing to make sure that it would actually work. And I think I'm going to go and scrape this off. Okay, but here's the real deal here. I'm going to show this to you guys. Come here, follow me. Alright, I'm going to turn the lights on here so you guys can see. So I've been working on this one, and I'm still trying to get the details right on it before I cut everything out. And so what I've done, using the shield that I had just a second ago that I bowed, I'll put those down up there. I used the part that was really nice, the half that I really liked, and I used that to copy it over onto this one. This part right here. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. Ta-da! So I'm using a book to copy the whole shape. Holy crud, I forgot what that was called. The entire shape. And so what I ended up doing, I ended up using my chalk marker, or my chalk drawer, the Clover, what's it called, charcoal liner. Anyways, it's full of loose powder, and I've been using this to draw the marks on there. And then when I need to erase, I use a baby wipe, and I just erase where I need it and go back and redraw. So this part is almost done. I have one part down here that I need to finish, but I needed to be able to get the interior drawn out before I do that part, because it was giving me a hard time. So once I have this all drawn out, I will go and I will cut off the edges, and then I will lay a piece of paper on top and use pins to pin the paper down, and then lightly outline the doodad here so that I can transfer it over onto paper. And then that way I'll be able to make my pieces that I will layer on top of the shield out of the thinner foam. And so that's where we are at the moment. So, like I said, that's where we are at the moment. I got some major stuff going on with my costumes, which is par for the course. Oop, there you go. Par for the course for costuming in October for Mrs. G. And look, they're my frames. I could turn these into peacock frames, couldn't I? I could do the same thing and then put them up behind me and do like peacock feathers. What do you think of that? That would be interesting. But nah, they're gonna stay dragon wings. She really wants to be a dragon. But anyways, so that's it here with me in my crafty sewing room right now. I appreciate all of you guys tuning in for my costumes. Hopefully we'll get a move on with the sewing of the costumes in the later part of the month. But right now in the beginning, I want to make sure I get all my props done. So I'm going to continue working on the shields, on both of the shields, and my daughter's dragon wings. And that's it. So hopefully it won't take up the whole month. But, you know, it's going to take up some of the month. So next couple of weeks at least. And I was planning to put a video up about making the wings, the frames. And I did some of it. I got some footage, and then my battery died. And then I forgot to turn my camera on, so I didn't get a whole lot. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I might just continue on from where I am right now. That's it. I can't think of anything else. Excuse me. I appreciate it. And yeah, that's it. There we go. Halloween's right around the corner. It's already October, so I'm hoping to get all this done. So I appreciate you guys coming into my sewing room with all my cool stuff. Costuming gets expensive. Anyways, okay. I appreciate you guys being here with me. I am totally just kind of, okay, I'm rambling now, so I'm going to let you go. All right, bye.